There's a kind of wisdom that does not rush to speak. It settles. It waits. It roots itself so deeply into the bones of the world that when it finally moves, it moves as inevitability rather than effort. This is the wisdom of Earth, the element that does not chase, does not plead, does not prove. It simply is, and in its being, it sustains everything. Earth is not passive. It is not inert. It is the quiet force that holds mountains upright, that feeds forests without announcement, that turns decay into nourishment without asking for recognition. When we speak of stability and abundance, we are not speaking of accumulation or control, but of this deeper, older intelligence, the kind that knows how to remain, how to endure, how to create life by holding steady. There's an old folk tale, whispered in mountain regions where fog lingers longer than it should, about the spirits who guard this kind of power. They say that high above the tree line, where the air thins and the ground grows ancient and bare, there live the keepers of stone, mountain spirits older than memory. They are not seen easily, and those who go searching for them with hunger in their hearts will never find them. But those who arrive empty, quiet and willing to listen, may feel them before they ever see them. The story tells of a woman who climbed such a mountain in a time of great loss. Her life had unraveled, her sense of self, her sense of direction, even her sense of worth. She had spent years reaching outward, trying to grasp stability from things that could not hold her. And so, when everything fell away, she did the only thing left. She climbed. Not to conquer, not to prove, but because something within her knew that the answer would not be found in movement, but in stillness. For days she walked until the path disappeared and the silence became something alive around her. And there, among the rocks and wind, she collapsed, not in defeat, but in surrender. It was then that she felt them, not as figures, but as presence, as weight, as something vast and unmoving that existed both outside her and within her at the same time. And though no voice spoke, she understood. You have been trying to hold your life with hands that do not trust themselves. She wept, not because she was broken, but because she finally saw it. All her striving had come from the belief that stability must be earned, that abundance must be chased, that power exists somewhere outside of her reach. But the mountain did not chase, the stone did not strive, and yet nothing could move them. So she stayed. Not for hours, not for a day, but until her breath slowed to match the rhythm of the land beneath her, until her thoughts softened, until the urgency dissolved. And when she finally rose, nothing in her external world had changed, but something fundamental had shifted. She no longer reached outward for stability. She became it. This is the initiation of Earth, not the gaining of something new, but the remembering of something ancient. And so, if you wish to work with this element, not as concept, but as embodiment, you do not begin with desire. You begin with contact. Take a stone in your hand, not as decoration, but as teacher. Sit with it. Feel its weight, its temperature, its refusal to hurry. Notice how it asks nothing of you, yet remains fully itself. Place it before you alongside a candle, not to call something in, but to anchor your awareness into what is already here. Light the candle slowly, not as a performance, but as a declaration. I return to what is steady. Let the flame represent your presence, alive, aware, while the stone holds the frequency of permanence. Between them, you stand as the bridge between movement and stillness. Now speak, not loudly, but with certainty. I release the need to chase what is already mine to embody. I release the illusion that power exists outside of me. I root into the stability that cannot be taken, shaken, or lost. Place your hand over the stone, and instead of asking for abundance, feel into the truth that Earth teaches without words, Abundance is not something given, it is something grown. Slowly, repeatedly, through consistency, through presence, through the quiet devotion to becoming someone who can hold it. Sit until you feel it, not as emotion, but as weight, as groundedness, as a sense that you are no longer reaching, but standing. Because this is the quiet truth the mountain spirits guard. Power is not loud. Abundance is not frantic. Stability is not found. It is chosen and then practiced until it becomes unshakable. And once you understand this, the world begins to respond differently. Not because it has changed, but because you have. You are no longer asking the earth to hold you. You are remembering that you were always meant to stand with it.